Let's try a ram. Let's try another ram. We're out of ammo. Hickok 45 with a Henry Big Boy and 357 Magnum 38 Special combo. And we are going to put it through its paces here. Been shooting it, trying it out. We're going to try some 38 Specials in it as well and see how it does. Did okay, kind of a run through earlier. I think I'll just go ahead and do that. Like, why not? Some Plus P 38 Special. Now, these are, flat nose, of course, hollow points, so it'd be better for a tubular magazine. Those are fine, of course. And I have some 38 Special that are a little bit too round nose for my preferences in loading in a tubular magazine. So now with this thing, is when the hammer's down, it's safe. It's got a transfer bar, so it cannot fire unless you pull the trigger all the way back. All right, so you're supposed to load it with the hammer down all the way. That's what I'll do. And of course, make sure your chamber's clear. You want to triple check that. So we are clear, hammer is down. All right, now these load, as you know, by a tubular magazine, which is kind of unusual. This is typical of a 22 rifle, right? There's a long tradition in this country and other countries, I guess, of 22 rifles that load just like this. So it's kind of a new thing for me, and I guess for the industry in a lot of ways, to have a tubular magazine and a big bore. I have a hard time getting used to it, I'll be honest with you. These are good guns. People love them. They sell 1 million of them, but it's still not the traditional style, whenever you're loading a big bore like this. So I have a little trouble getting past that myself. I have a mental block. I'm sorry. I need a loading gate. I got too much cowboy in me, but Henry chooses not to do that. So more power to them. They're making a lot of good rifles and they're selling a lot of rifles. So they're doing something right. But as for me, I need a loading gate. So, I was going to count and I didn't do it. How many 38 Specials it holds. I would guess it holds an extra one there. It's a 10 round magazine and 357 Magnum. It's a pretty rifle, isn't it? They use pretty black walnut, American walnut, and it's got a brass receiver, a brass barrel band. So they are pretty guns. They really are. And they even shoot in this kind of heat and humidity. So this is a real test for them. It's about 95. I think the humidity is about to match. So it's a good test for man and firearm. All right, so we've got 38 Specials. Let's see how they cycle. All right. Both a little pot. Bowling. Bowling for dollars. Oh, there's a 2-liter down there. Yeehaw! Give the cowboy a bath. Well, there's some up there. Nice. I think I'll put a 30. Oops, they don't jump out of the chamber as well. Yeah. So, okay, but I'd shoot 357. That's been my experience with any lever gun I've ever had that was chambered for, say, 44 Magnum, 44 Special, 357, 38 Special. They tend to do a little better with a longer cartridge. It's always a little iffy. Yep, Mac agrees. Always a little iffy with the shorter cartridges. It works okay, and it would also depend on the specific 38 Special. The length of the bullet maybe, and the loading and all that. So let's put some more 357 Magnum in it and try that. All right. So yeah, Henry Rifle Company, they make a lot of different variations. And the big boy, I think, comes chambered in 44 Magnum, 45 Colt, and 357. So you have those options, and I believe it's pretty much the same gun, same barrel, and the weight is not all that different. the size of the barrel, the octagonal barrel and everything, because this is really a beefy gun. Definitely. So there we go. Should be 10 of those. I can't get used to that big old tube. I've been using tubular magazines my whole life, but not tubes that are on steroids like that. It's kind of funny. All right. Good looking gun, good feeling gun. Let's go ahead and take out this watermelon. Oh, that did the job. Oh, there's a target. Let's shoot that target a couple of times. We'll throw it in the box. That's enough. How about some good old Kentucky 2-liter? Yeah. And oh, a pot for smoking. A big one. Didn't smoke too well. There you go. You know what? A cowboy ought to be shot if you got a lever action in your hand. Yep, right in the belt buckle. And so should that 2-liter. Click. All right, pretty smooth action. Pretty smooth. Nice brass butt plate. A lot of brass in that thing. And of course, that's where you know, the Henry Rifle Company. That's kind of their repeating arms is their claim to fame in a lot of ways. The brass, you know, they took their name from Benjamin Tyler Henry, the original designer, along with some help, Smith & Wesson and other people, but of the original 1860 Henry rifle, right? Of course, this company has nothing to do with the original Winchester and, you know, the Henry and all that, but they are, I guess, trying to keep the spirit alive by making a lot of nice brass receiver firearms, okay? Because that's kind of what the original Henrys had, right? So, and again, this is not an original, it's not a reproduction of anything. This is not a firearm that ever existed in history, this specific gun, okay? I don't think there were ever any tubular magazines like that back in the day in the big bore rifles and all that. But they make a good rifle, and people love them. And I've had a mental block, I'll be honest with you, against any lever gun, big bore, that does not have a loading gate. Unless you're talking about the original 1860 Henry, which did not have a loading gate. But then after that, it was loading gate city, you know, and all, of course, the lever guns. I mean, there may have been somebody who made one that didn't, I'm not aware of. But so I've had a mental block really against the Henry rifles once you get past that 1860 reproduction of the Henry. And recently I thought, you know what, I got to get over that, because people love these rifles. They love the company, and we've met the people in the company. They're all great people. You couldn't ask for a nicer bunch of people in a gun manufacturing company. It's just that simple. And people buy these things, they fly off the shelves, and so, you know what, we're not in the business of doing just firearms that are our extreme preference. You know, people love these things, so let's look at some of them and shoot them, and maybe get over it a little bit, or at least acknowledge that they're shootable firearms if they're not a reproduction of, or an exact reproduction of anything, you know, in history. So maybe I'm a little too preoccupied with history. Maybe it's because I'm so old, right? So anyway, let's load her up and shoot her at least another round here. So big old heavy gun, and it has a heft of quality. Definitely is going to absorb the recoil of any big bore cartridge with that kind of, you know, weight, heft to it. Feels pretty good, I'll have to say. Let me get my glasses clean here, and I'm going to put some more rounds in it. Okay, take the tube out, and I've got the hammer down. Okay, double check, nothing in the chamber. Hammer down, pull it out. Mac would really like to shoot this, but we're not going to let you, Mac. Go back to sleep. 357 is a nice all-around cartridge, that's for sure. If you're thinking about one of these, this would be a good choice in caliber probably for you, because you can find it where it's not too awfully expensive. All right. It's a little stiff there. Okay. You know what we haven't done? Let's do a little more hunting over there. Let's do a little hunting. Like pig hunting. Yeah. Well, that ram doesn't want to fall. See if I can hit him higher. There we go. How about you, Mr. Turkey? I knew it. I knew it. There we go. Let's finish up on the cowboy here. Three shots. That'll do it on a cowboy, unless he's pretty tough, right? So yeah, the big boy in 357 is a sweet shooter, no doubt about it. I had to adjust the sights, had to raise the rear sight quite a bit there to get it to hit on target for me. But you got the semi buckhorn adjustable rear sight there. I do like the gold bead in the front sight. That's nice. And I'm trying to think what else is special to me about it. I like brass, of course, and it's got pretty walnut in it. And the only thing it needs is a loading gate. Yeah, really. So anyway, the big bore, first time I've shot one is this one right here, and it may not be an exact replica of anything, but you know, as people have found out, they're just good guns. Life is good. Oh, since I'm still here, let me thank SDI for all their help. SDI is a fully accredited online gunsmithing school. Check them out at sdi.edu. We'd also like to thank Bud's Gun Shop and Federal Premium for all of their support. You can find us on Full 30 also now, and you can find the links to our Facebook pages and the other YouTube pages in the description of any video. So I invite you to check out the description in every video or any video. You'll find what you need to know, and you'd better do it.